Glad you're up 28 minutes before the top of the hour, and we got some breaking news. It happened overnight. The race for the White House closer than ever as brand new Fox polls, long anticipated, now show Donald Trump gaining critical ground.
So the question is, what is Hillary Clinton saying about all of this? Well, we don't actually know because she hasn't held a press conference in almost 300 days.
Ed Henry is following it all, and he has a live report out of Washington this morning. Hey, Ed.
Good morning, guys. And what's interesting about these numbers, we're just about to hit the pivotal point in this presidential race, Labor Day, where millions of people actually come back from vacation and pay attention to the candidates. Hillary Clinton, seeing her convention bounce, start to fade a little bit. Donald Trump today will be taking it directly to Clinton on national security in the key battleground of Ohio. Trump speaking in Cincinnati at that American Legion National Convention, where Clinton spoke yesterday and charged Trump is out of step with mainstream voters on the issue of America's leadership in the world. Except look at these brand new Fox polls suggesting Trump's message may actually be resonating after a tough summer. In a two-way race, Clinton at 48%, Trump 42%, a 6-point spread. That means Trump is closing the gap. Clinton had a 10-point lead in early August, right after the Democratic convention and Trump's fight with the parents of a Gold Star soldier. Now look at a four-way race. Trump even closer. Clinton 41%, Trump 39%. Libertarian candidate Gary Johnson comes in at 9%, and Jill Stein of the Green Party is at 4%. That is just a 2-point lead, obviously, for Clinton. It's within the 3-point margin of error. Now, look at what may be weighing Clinton down if you go deeper into our polls. 66% of registered voters told us it is very or somewhat likely the Clintons were selling influence to those who donated to the Clinton Foundation. 30% saying not likely or not at all selling influence. And clearly, this may be why Hillary Clinton continues to be wary, as you noted, of answering questions from the press. Yesterday in Mexico, Donald Trump taking questions on the red-hot issue of illegal immigration. The Republican National Committee is now actually keeping a tally of Clinton's last news conference. 271 days, way back on December 4th. Clinton obviously is not going to care very much what the RNC is saying with their latest attack. But look at what the Wall Street Journal is reporting, mounting frustration from Democrats saying Clinton has to cut her ties to that foundation. She's much more likely to respond to Democrats saying they're tired of that foundation, guys.
Wow, fascinating. Long anticipated poll. Thanks, Ed. You know, it's interesting. There's two things going on. Donald Trump has totally revamped his campaign. He's got a brand new approach, brand new message. It's scripted, a lot of it. He's doing less interviews. At the same time, you got an investigation that's exposing what Hillary Clinton actually did at her last job. So both things are working, and the polls are closing.
If he keeps talking about issues, they'll continue to close. That's my guess.
And if the investigation continues on the other side.
All right, let's hand it over to Heather, who has some headlines for us. Hello.
I certainly do. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I've got a really terrible story about a mom who is now facing jail time. Her 4-year-old son is tossed from a bridge into the water below. Witnesses say that she was cheering while this happened. Watch this. Now, we want you to know that that boy was wearing a life jacket, and he is okay, but he fell 27 feet into this river. This happened in Washington State. The water was only 8 feet deep, and there were boulders all over that river as well. Fortunately, that child was not hurt. Police are now charging his mother and the man who threw the boy with child endangerment. As a mom of a 5-year-old, that is horrific to watch. We'll keep you posted on what happens to that mom and that boyfriend. Well, overseas now, a top North Korean official was just executed for bad posture. Vice Premier Kim Jong-jin, seen here sitting behind the Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un, he was punished by death by firing squad. He appeared to fall asleep during some sort of a committee hearing. He was then accused of being an anti-party, anti-revolution agitator, and so he was apparently executed in North Korea. Well, Pentagon employees spending big money on strip clubs and casinos, courtesy of you, the taxpayer. There's a shocking new Inspector General report. It shows that $100,000 was spent at strip clubs and about $1 million spent at casinos, all on government credit cards. The report blames that lavish spending and says it is putting our national security at risk because it left limited travel funds. No one has been held accountable. The Pentagon now agreeing to monitor expenses more closely and report offenses in a timely manner. And those are your headlines. Let's head out to Steve, Brian, and, well, no, Steve's not here. To Tucker, Brian.
And Ainsley, thank you very much for breaking it up, the introduction, Heather. Hey, calling all fans of college football, we're in the rain. The season officially kicks off today, and you know what that means. It means time for the school spirit to show clear.
We just walked out here, and our colleges are here. That's so cool. Our producers are the best. Here to tell us about tomorrow's 12th annual College Colors Day is Catherine Gammon, and she is from the Collegiate Licensing Company. Thank you so much, Catherine, for being here.
A round of applause for Catherine, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Yes! And here's the problem. Catherine, what do you bring?
Well, tomorrow's College Colors Day. It's the 12th annual Colors Day, and it's a great opportunity for fans across the country to show their school spirit and to wear their school pride. And the best way to kick off the school year and the new football season is to get the newest products in the marketplace. We've got some new skicks down here. You'll see brand new shoes in the marketplace. We've got some fun hats with some new designs.
Okay.
We've got some Tervis tumblers. We've got lots of schools represented here.
What a throwback. How cute is that?
Vintage throwback Penn State sweater.
Hey,